Hello, Gorhors and fellow Jedites. I'm Brandon.
I'm Sam.
Welcome to Our Life in Horror.
You okay?
I think I have a cold.
I think you did too. You just sneezed like 10 times in a row, and our dog is scared of you now. He's literally under the table by my feet because every time Brennan sneezes, he freaks out.
He's anxious. He just doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. So last time we went live, we were talking about your surgery, and it did not happen.
I got an ear infection.
Yeah, real bad. We did a channel members update on it, but yeah, Brendan's ear infection got real bad. He got a fever, ended up in the merge again, and no surgery.
So, like, the fever's gone. My ear's starting to feel better. I can hear out of my ear now.
But now you have a cold.
Now I have cold. Fuck me.
So your surgery is postponed to March?
The end of March 21st, yeah.
You're in better spirits than you were the last time we were live, though, because goddamn, you were not. Yeah.
You should see me the day of my surgery. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Rough.
Mm-hmm.
Rough few days there. Still going through it. But,
Oh, man.
but we're back for the birds. This was a super chat request from the Bitter Wolf. So we've gotten 3 super chat requests now. So next we're going to be doing Rent-A-Pal, and then we're going to do Sleepaway Camp.
Yes.
So the birds. This was a first time watch for me. What about you?
Yep, same.
Same? Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if you had seen it.
Nope, I sure haven't.
Okay. I thought it was the first time, but I wasn't sure. I'm going to say what's up to the chat here real quick, and then we'll get into it because I'm kind of excited to talk about this.
I know. I was looking at the chat, and then all of a sudden it just blew up.
Yeah.
It's cool. What's up, everybody?
Hey, guys.
You're gonna see me like
Hey, Ryan.
blow my nose quite a bit.
Hey, Ryan. Thanks for joining us tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, as always. We've got Nikki, one
Hey,
of
Nikki.
my fave childhood movies. Hey, Brendan and Sam. Hey, we got to get you on again soon.
Yeah.
We should collab. Big Rod. Hey, everyone. You got a new new
Yeah.
profile photo there.
Yeah, he sure does.
Yeah, I always notice those things because when you have one for a long time, like if Ryan Swayze ever changes his name, like he said he was gonna, I was like, just give us an update. Let us know. Corey, hold it together.
I'm trying my best. Corey.
I was watching Corey's live earlier.
Oh,
He does some fun lunchtime chats where there's tons of people in there and we all just chat with each other.
nice.
I haven't had a cold in literal years. I haven't been sick in years. I really think it's because I'm vegan. Nice.
Knock on wood.
Nice.
Oh, this is the first.
Yeah, watch, you're gonna get sick now.
This is the first time I've been sick this year,
Yeah.
and I think it's just like my immune system was just so broken down.
From your ear and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the fever probably.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I was sick.
Probably last Christmas.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob. It's a good
Hey,
thing
Rob.
you don't have to pay for medical care. Brendan is at the hospital more than anyone I've ever met. Yeah.
And you know what? I would go to my doctor because I do have a family doctor, but
It's impossible to find a doctor here.
yeah.
So you have to go like all the way to Dover.
Yeah, I have to drive like an hour 15.
And your doctor is always on vacation.
Yep.
And he's horrible to get through.
Yep.
So there's no walking clinics. Like yes, great. We have free healthcare. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about that. I truly am not. But it's impossible to find a doctor.
Yeah.
To see a doctor. So we have to go to Emerge.
Yep.
I've been a couple of times. Well, I mean, those were diabetes emergencies, but like, I don't know.
And like whenever it happens to me too, it's always on the weekend.
Yeah, my dog bite was on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I had to go to Emerge.
Yeah, like I went on Sunday night.
There's just
because
no walking clinics here.
There is.
There is, but you have to be part of their doctor system.
Oh, okay.
Like it's for their patients.
Yeah, so I have one of those too, but it's in Simcoe.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're open when I need them.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
And, like,
dumb.
If I have a high fever,
Yeah.
and like my ear is swollen shut. Like
You don't want to die.
I just don't want it to become something more than what it is.
Yeah.
So. And hey, We do pay for our medical system. It's just through our taxes.
Oh.
Trust me, we pay for it.
It is still way better here, though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there. Like, I see the price of insulin and stuff out there. Yeah, I'm not complaining. I definitely feel for y'all in the States. Hey Peyton,
Hey,
what's
Peyton.
up? Also, Rob, we have you on scheduled for Tuesday. Let us know if you're still in for Tuesday for Shredder, because I think we're going live with you if
Mhm.
you're still available.
And Peyton, I've been meaning to add you back on Instagram. I saw you added me on my personal
He
account.
keeps getting new accounts because they keep fucking him over.
Oh, okay.
They keep like something's happening. I don't know. You can explain it, Peyton.
Yeah. I saw that you added me.
What is this comment referring to?
Probably what you're gonna say about the birds. That would be my personal opinion.
I'm just not really surprised by this comment from Rob.
So early.
Hey, Jamie. Jamie is on Davy Death Ray's channel tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
That's the Evil Dead best franchise.
Yeah.
I saw that this morning, and I was gonna, because I thought it aired last night, so I was gonna watch
Oh.
it this morning with my eardrops in, but then I saw it was today.
Tonight, yeah. If I'm awake, I'll tune in. If not, I'll catch it tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
Everywhere.
I like the newer Evil Deads. I'm a big fan of those.
There's the book.
Ryan, also, I noticed you changed your profile pic. Big Rod. Big Rod, are you starting a channel? That's a good question, actually. I can't. The profile photo is too small on my computer.
Yeah.
So I can't tell. Oh no, don't jinx me. Yeah. Oh my god, what dog did you get bitten by? Oh, our dogs got into a really big fight and I got in the middle because I'm a dumbass. Is really how it went down. I don't even know which dog bit me. It just happened and I went into shock and then I fainted a few times.
Yeah, I think it was Bruce.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stitches in my hand. It was, yeah, I don't even know what dog it was. They just got into a fight and I went into mom mode and did not want them to hurt each other and made the wrong call of getting in between them.
Yeah.
And then they got into another fight and we had them separated for 10 months. They could not even be in the same room together because they would attack each other. They hated each other and now they're besties again.
Well,
good times for the most part.
Yeah, they tolerate each other.
I'm moving to the kitchen. Time to start to cooking before the kid yells at me. Yeah, Tuesday is good. Okay, cool. Everyone, we're going live Tuesday with Rob to discuss Shredder. Yeah. Don't get sick. It's our healthcare, as they say. I had norovirus this week and it sucked. Oh,
what's that?
I don't know what it is either, but I think it's bad.
Oh.
I think it's not fun.
Oh, okay. Well,
that sucks.
Getting sick in general is not fun.
I hope you're feeling better. Also, welcome, Bitter Wolf. This is your live.
Yeah, this is for you.
This is for you. I've been having some health issues and don't have insurance. Worst case scenario, I'll go to the ER. It gets bad if it gets bad enough. Oh, I hope you feel better.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. Move to Canada.
Yeah, because you're in the States too. It sucks that like you have to really like put off making those trips because of the cost. Like I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I had to go to the ER once in my life. It was so expensive. I literally said next time I'll have to just die. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like we can just go. Right? Yeah. Like I've been there. Well, like I try not to go unless it's serious too.
Yeah, no, me too.
Like my diabetes diagnosis, a couple times I couldn't get my blood sugar down, my dog bite.
Yeah.
Like I only go if I need to.
Yeah. Same. But you know me, like you don't
want to go at all.
No.
You don't even want to call your doctor.
The only reason why I went is because like half my face was swollen.
Yeah,
and
it was bad.
I'm like, yeah, I should probably, maybe. Yeah, I should go.
He couldn't even get the thing in your ear to look at your ear because it was so swelled shut.
Yeah, you know how doctors have that ear thing that they jam in your ear?
Yeah.
Couldn't even get it in there.
Yeah. Even the doctor said, oh my God.
The nurse said that, yeah.
Yeah. It's true. I got a new phone and it wouldn't let me in the account, so I had to get a new one. Yeah, that sucks. I'm a huge fan of Evil Dead. I think me and Davey are gonna have lots of fun. Yeah,
awesome.
I'm excited to watch that. That sounds like my past relationship. I don't know what we were talking about. Please explain to this old lady what FOMO stands for. Fear of missing out. I had to teach you that.
Yeah, Sam showed me what that was.
I taught him what that was.
And she's older than me. Slasher Fred's in
Slasher Fred, what's up? What makes The Birds such a very classic movie is that it builds into the mystery of why the birds are attacking. Yeah.
There's lots of good things about it.
Norovirus is like a stomach flu. I won't gross you out, but it's like nasty. Better than bird flu, which is probably better than the bird's flu. Okay, that doesn't sound like fun at all. I have an illness that is incurable. I have to be constantly monitored. I'm so grateful to have insurance. Otherwise, I'd be broke. That's rough. I'm sorry about that, Jamie.
Yeah. I was watching some girl do like her bill breakdown of having a baby in the States.
Oh, man.
And it was like, just to have like the baby, it was like $150,000
What?
in medical bills.
What?
Yeah.
Is that true? People that have had babies, I think there's a lot of men in here right now, but I don't know who has kids in this chat. But what?
Yeah, like
that can't be right.
Room, I don't know, anesthesias and stuff, and
it's like half a house.
Yeah.
No, that can't. What?
I don't know.
Hey Noel, I'd like to. What?
See, look at Jamie.
What? When I had a baby, it was only $6,000. That's still a lot of money.
To have a child in a hospital, it's $6,000.
Oh man.
And to be fair, like if we want like a special room, like I think this girl must have had like a private bedroom or something like that. Okay. Like in the hospital. Like if we get a private room in the hospital, you pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's expensive. It's like $150 a night or something like that.
Yeah. Peyton sent us a thing today that said that the American Psycho remake was a fake.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't look into that anymore. Who was the source of who you sent that to me from, Peyton? Because I didn't actually I just kind of read your thing and was like, oh, but I didn't actually look it up. It's fucked up. A toothbrush at a hospital can be like $20. Jeez. Hitchcock wasn't just a horror movie. He was also known as a master of suspense. Some of his old classic movies also did with the femme fatale and the main character being the accused. This is my first Hitchcock movie.
My second. This made me want to watch a lot more of his movies.
Okay. My kid is 17, but our bill was like $40,000 at that point.
Yeah, see, told you.
Oh my gosh, guys. Jamie did have a private room. Glad I don't want kids. Yeah. Well, I'm scared to go outside now because there's pigeons out there. Yeah, I will not walk near pigeons. Like we were going in Toronto in the underground paths and there were pigeons and I was freaking out. And my family was like, it's fine. They're not going to do anything. And I'm like, what if one of them just decides to flap? Game over.
I really wish I had surround sound for this movie.
No, I don't.
I do so badly.
Okay, we're gonna get into this though. I'm gonna get into the cast and everything, and then we'll say our spoiler-free thoughts, and then we'll get into this because we're getting off topic here with these USA hospital bills. Again, sorry guys. So this has a 7.6 on IMDb and a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. Release date was March 28th, 1963. I think this might have been my first 60s movie. I can't think of anything else I've seen.
I don't think I showed you anything from the 60s.
Alfred Hitchcock is the director, obviously. We've only said his name a million times already. Starring Tippi Hedren, Rod Taylor, Jessica Tandy, Suzanne Pleshette, Veronica Cartwright, Ethel Griffiths. I think we'll stop there. Where's the description? Melanie Daniels meets Mitch Brenner in a San Francisco pet store and decides to follow him home. She brings with her the gift of 2 lovebirds, and they strike up a romance. One day, why can't I look at these words right now? One day, birds start attacking children as at Mitch's sister's party, a huge assault starts on the town by attacking birds. Sorry, guys, my blood sugar is slightly high, so I'm a little out of it. I'm having trouble reading my phone. Not feeling so great. So, spoiler-free thoughts. What do you think of this movie?
Well, I think everybody wants to know what your thoughts are.
Me first?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually didn't mind it. I honestly was thinking this was going to go one of two ways. I was going to absolutely hate it and be bored because it's from the 60s and I have a hard time with older movies sometimes. Or it was going to scare the crap out of me because I actually genuinely am scared to be in closed spaces with birds.
Yeah.
I hate saying I'm scared of birds because when they're from a distance, I think they're pretty and stuff. But when I'm like, don't fucking come near me.
Did you get that video I sent you?
The parrot?
Yeah.
Yeah, the girl that's scared of her own parrot.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, I would never own one. There's no way would I have a bird in the house.
I thought that bird was terrifying.
I have had birds in my warehouse before, and I literally will hide under a table until someone gets it. Like, I can't be in a room with one because I've had one fly into my head before.
So have I.
Yeah, fuck that. So I actually kind of had fun with this movie. I don't think I was scared. Besides one point made me uncomfortable. We'll talk about that in the spoiler section.
Okay.
One part made me uncomfortable, maybe two. But I think being a horror fan, sitting on my couch, I know I'm safe kind of thing. It's like any horror movie, like I'm not really gonna get scared. We're gonna talk about what scares us tomorrow. We're doing a live at noon tomorrow, and we're gonna talk about what scares us in horror and how it's evolved over time. But yeah, being on my couch, I know I'm safe from these birds, so it didn't scare me. I thought it was kind of funny at times. It's hard to explain that without spoilers, but I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this movie's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a great there's good characters in this, and it starts out funny. Like nothing even happens for the first hour of the movie.
Yeah,
because it's all character building.
I forgot this movie was going to have killer birds in it, to be honest, and to the whole game.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I really enjoyed this movie. Really enjoyed it. I think it's a really well-made movie. I do wish some sequences were a little bit different. I have one sequence in particular that I wish was different.
Okay.
We'll get into that. But I just thought that there was a better way, as of like Alfred Hitchcock being the master of suspense. I was like, oh, don't you think it would have been more suspenseful if we did it this way? But like we watched like The Birds being like the first like monster movie or whatever, like the modern monster movie of the time. Documentary on it afterwards, and it's such a good documentary, and it shows just how much this movie has inspired filmmakers and Jaws and all kinds of movies after this. So like this movie is a huge impact on people.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's got a wonderful cast. It's beautifully shot. It's very well written. It's an incredible movie, and for like a movie of its time, it's very ambitious. So it's very cool that they were able to pull this off.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna hit up these comments here, and then we'll get into spoilers.
Cool.
I'm behind. I don't know where I left off. I should have started something. Oh boy. Okay. Oh yeah, scared to go outside because of the pigeons. So that was Noel. You need to be watching more Hitchcock. Those numbers are just sad.
I know. I'm gonna ask Bo if I can borrow one of his box sets when I see him next.
Yeah. Viral pop culture was the post I sent to you. Okay, about the American Psycho remake being a fake. Speaking of which, obsessed, if you ever see that movie High Anxiety, there's a scene where they parody the birds in which pigeons poop on Mel Brooks' character.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I watched that one. I have the Mel Brooks like box set somewhere, and I don't know if I watched that one or not.
Hey, Eli, what's up? Can't stay long at work, but I wanted to say hi to everyone. Well, welcome.
Hello.
Hope work is going all right for you on this Friday evening. I think that this movie kind of inspired the whole killer animal cliche in movies where the animals would go on a rampage.
Definitely.
If you get a chance, you should check out the documentary about the making of the birds. Tippy was put through the ringer. Hitchcock was unfortunately not a very nice person.
Nope, he sure is not. You hear stories about that all the time too, with like Jamie Lee Curtis's mom in Psycho.
I haven't looked into him, so I didn't know any of that.
It made me want to watch the movie with Anthony Hopkins to see what was going on there.
You better get your shit together by Tuesday. I can tell you that. I only wanted Sam to watch it for the flapping.
Lots of flapping in
Lots
this
of
movie.
flapping. The trailer to the movie doesn't give much of the movie away. It just has Alfred Hitchcock in a mansion talking about birds. Then you have an added scene with Melanie Daniels saying, "They're coming. They're coming." I think this movie is totally brilliant, and it actually kind of freaks me out, even though I don't think I'm scared of birds at all. Okay. Yeah, we'll get into some scenes. Yeah.
What was in your eyeball?
The part in the attic, they were throwing real birds at Tippy. They made her do so many takes that she didn't show up for filming for about a week after that. The cuts on her face were real.
Oh.
Fuck that. Yeah, you can. Hey, Bo. That's funny. I think we're going to stop by your place tomorrow, if that's okay.
Yes, tomorrow if you're available. We'll message you.
We've got a live here at noon. We're going to talk about what scares us. And we'll come by after, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome to join us on the live tomorrow if you want.
Yeah.
In the original Psycho, that movie inspired the birds, Norman's hobby, which is taxidermy. He has a taxidermed bird statue. Janet Leigh's character last name is Crane.
Mm-hmm. This is also based off a short story.
Mm-hmm. You guys have got to watch Psycho.
If y'all haven't seen
If y'all haven't seen it. Yeah, we haven't. I haven't. Sorry.
Yeah, I have.
You have. I haven't. Yeah.
Crazy. We were watching that movie in school.
I want to. That was like the main movie I wanted to watch from him, and this one actually, because I wanted to see if it actually freaked me out. But yeah, okay, we'll get into it. Describe this movie in 3 words.
Birds. Gotcha.
Off to a good start.
Suspenseful and beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. I put mischievous
Oh.
based off the beginning.
Yeah.
She's very mischievous. Flirty.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. And dramatic.
Yeah.
There's some really dramatic acting that we're going to get into later.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was so funny.
All right. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Rear Window might be my favorite Hitchcock.
See, that's one that I've wanted to see because that's like, is that the proto slasher? Or is it Peeping Tom? I think Peeping Tom might be the proto slasher.
Holland Oates, welcome. Birds. Psycho is based off a book by Robert Bloch. Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much about Psycho. I just know the like a couple scenes kind of thing, the famous scenes. Rear Window is great. My favorite is Vertigo.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check some out.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, you gotta give it to I wrote her name down. Melanie. Yeah, Melanie's fucking awesome. She's so cool. She's so confident. She's so funny. She's a prankster. She's very straightforward. She knows what she wants to do and she goes and does it.
Yeah.
You know, she's like so cool. And
she's so cool.
And then she's not cool because this poor woman is like, you watch her from like the beginning of the movie and then just watch her slowly descend into like, she's just fucked mentally. Like she's just traumatized from the events that occur throughout the movie that she can barely walk.
Yeah.
And she's basically like a walking shell of the person that she used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so sad because she was so much fun to follow as a lead.
Yeah. Yeah, she's mine too. Like you said, she's very confident and funny and mischievous. I'm going to use that word again. Flirty. Like, yeah, she goes after what she wants. Clearly, she went all the way to his hometown or to his house
just to drop off a couple fucking birds.
Just to make a move.
Yeah.
But I also really liked Annie. I'm throwing her in there too. Annie reminded me of one of the characters from Grease, the girl with the really short hair. She was the cool girl too. I forget what her name is.
Annie, the daughter or the teacher? She's the teacher.
She's the teacher. She's the girl who had a fling with Brenner or whatever his name is. Mitch.
Yes. Is she oh fuck. I know the girl you're talking about too. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember what her name is now.
I know. I haven't watched Grease in so
I know. I feel like it starts
long.
with a V, but I'm not 100% sure. So, Frenchie?
It's Rizzo.
Rizzo. That's
Rizzo.
it. Rizzo.
Yeah, she reminds me of her a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
I liked her. Yeah, she just seemed cool too.
Do you know what's amazing?
I would be friends with Annie.
That little girl that plays like Mitch's sister.
Yeah.
She's like a well-known actress still.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's she in? I should have went through.
Fuck.
Her name's Kathy in the movie.
Yeah.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Movies.
She's an alien.
The Witches of Eastwick.
Yeah.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
damn. The Town of the Dreaded Sundown, 2014.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And can we talk about how the Mitch guy looks like Robin Williams?
With a really dark tan.
Yeah, he lives out in the Bay.
Oh my god, the tan was tanning.
You should see me when I was living out in Dover. I was constantly tanned.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way it looks on camera back then.
Yeah, true. It could be.
It just looks
But
real
like
fake.
this guy's got like Robin Williams' dad written all over him.
Yeah, he did look like him.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't even get it on my head.
Vertigo is amazing too. Incredible shots in both movies. The underrated movie The Girl on a Train is a very Hitchcockian movie.
Okay.
Vertigo is by far my favorite Hitchcock film. On his TV show, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, the main theme song was a classic instrumental song called Funeral March for a Marionette.
Okay.
Okay, least favorite character? Don't look at my notes.
No, I was just like blanking out. Honestly, I don't have one.
Okay.
I liked everybody in this movie. And I think even if there are characters that you don't particularly like, I think that you get enough background for them to understand why you might not like them. So you start to sympathize with them, like Lydia.
Is that the mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like Lydia, do you?
No. She's a possessive, controlling mother.
She just doesn't know how to...
She did come around by the end, but still, I was just like, I know, she's like, she's scared she's not going to like any of his woman suitors, whatever. And then by the end of it, her and Melanie did have like an exchange with each other, like a smile. And I was like, okay, they like each other. But I don't know. I guess just the whole beginning drove me nuts.
It's more so she's afraid of being alone. Like after her husband died.
Yeah.
And like clearly Kathy's gonna be, this isn't a time where she's like 18, 19. She's getting married and moving in with some man. So like then where's that leave her? She's just gonna be all by herself.
Yeah, I guess just some of the stuff she said though, she's just very like talking about like how she's in the gossip columns and she's just very stuck up. But I get it.
Yeah, she just wants what's best for her boy, but at the same time she just doesn't want to lose him.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Best acting?
I'll go with the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think me too.
Yeah, I think she's fantastic. I think everybody does a great job. I think if you didn't do a good job in this movie, you wouldn't be in the movie. That's how like crazy Hitchcock was.
Yeah. I laughed a little bit at the children acting, but that's okay.
They're children.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy, everyone's her eyes were like the fucking ocean blue.
Yeah.
I've never seen, like, I don't know if it was just because like we watched the 4K. I don't know if they just like amped up those. They were like as blue as like a Bud Light box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Score and soundtrack.
You know, I don't remember a score.
Mm-hmm.
And I was even listening for it, and I don't remember ever really hearing it. There's lots of like bird flapping though.
Fuck, is there ever? That's the only thing I wrote down too. Aggressive opening credits. These opening credits I like a nice Saturday morning with the window cracked and you hear the birds whistling. Like that is a nice peaceful sound. That was some aggressive bird noises. That's probably one of the most unsettling parts of the movie for me was the opening credits.
No, you didn't like?
Yeah, because
I know.
It's just so aggressive.
I watched you. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite scenes of the movie, just because of your reaction to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't like those noises.
Mhm.
It just makes me.
That's where I wish I had that like surround sound. Do you imagine that being
Yeah.
like everywhere?
No.
Oh my god, it'd be awesome.
Tippi Hedren is also the mother of actress Melanie Griffith
Okay.
and the granny of Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay. Cinematography.
Oh, gorgeous. The only thing I do have to say about this movie, I think everything is incredibly well shot. Everything looks great. It's just that there's this weird sense of everything being off, and I think it's just because of the technology at the time, because it feels like they're green screened in, but they're not.
Yeah.
And like we watched the documentary on it, and they said that Alfred Hitchcock hated shooting on location, so like no matter whenever he could, he'd shoot on like soundstage instead of shooting on location.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of that going on in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I feel like there's this almost a surrealism to the movie because it looks so kind of out of place at times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I just wrote down that there were some nice scenic shots of her driving. There was a shot of the dark blue night sky with all the birds on a telephone but wire, and they were all black like silhouettes. I thought it was a cool shot.
Yep.
And then there's a scene where I put this under cinematography because of the way it was shot, I guess. But the gas explosion that happens, and there's flashes of their faces, and they're all like, and then there would be another flash of their face, and they'd be like, and they're all just like, it was like 5 different shots of their faces in different directions, like in shock. And I was just fucking laughing. I couldn't help myself. I was like, this movie would have been really funny on shrooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or scary. But yeah, I had to add that in.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if somebody was going to bring that up. I also brought up the it's not really like a cinematography, but it's more like how like scenes are laid out and like how organic they can feel. There's a scene in the diner where everybody's kind of gathered they start discussing about the birds attacking, and you know, this character is introduced who's like, she studies birds, and then you can hear orders being taken in the background, and then you know the captain of a shipboat all of a sudden enters, and it's just wild about how many characters are introduced in a scene and weaved in through the scene while you still got natural stuff going on in the background, but you don't lose focus at all of what's going on. And it's just great. How many characters they add to it is just insane. They just keep adding and adding and adding. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden there's the mother at the table with the children, and you're scaring the children, and there's a crazy drunk at the end, and then there's the businessman who's going to San Francisco, and the bartender, and it just keeps adding, and it doesn't feel like anything was just thrown in there. It just feels like these people would naturally jump in on this conversation that's so wild.
Yeah, I never really thought about that.
Yeah, I was blown away by it.
Yeah. Favorite costumes and outfits?
I only have one, and that's Melanie wears the same fit every day.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, the same green fit.
Yeah, I like that one though. Yeah, I put she's got a long fur coat that I really liked. I was like, I'd be wearing that if I was in the 60s.
Okay.
Her skirt and blazer sets. She has the green sleeveless dress. I really liked Mitch's he had this big cream crew neck sweater that looked so comfy and looked so good with his tan. I was like, that's a nice sweater. Uh-huh. It looked very like preppy but rich.
Frat boy. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked good though. I liked it.
That's at the beach. That's the birthday party, right? Or when is that?
I don't remember now. I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then I wanted to comment on her eyelashes because I was like, did they have eyelash extensions back there? Because clearly they had their nails done. Like you can get your nails done in the 60s, but I don't think eyelash extensions were a thing yet. I think those were her natural lashes.
Oh.
Those were insane.
Oh.
Just wanted to point that out.
FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO. Fuck, my lashes aren't that great now because I used to get extensions and I feel like they've got wrecked. But I don't think I had long lashes to begin with though. So yeah, FOMO. FOMO's right.
Wow.
Memorable lines.
I only have one. I wish I had more. I was gonna look up memorable lines too because I do think there are some. It's just I was just so focused on the movie.
I have 2.
I just have cover your faces and eyes
Okay.
because that's true.
Yeah.
Birds naturally go for your eyes first.
That's terrifying. I wish I did not ever hear that from you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's a fact. They'll blind you first.
Like birds will actually do that in real life?
Yeah, like praise and stuff.
Why? Will they go after people and do that?
No, not on purpose. But I think if like remember in I Spit on Your Grave when they tied the guy to the
Yeah.
they ate his eyes first.
Yeah, she pried the eyes open.
Yeah. They eat your eyes
I want to
first.
watch those movies.
I'm assuming it's to disorient their prey, right? And they don't have any arms to fight with. They only have their beaks.
I don't like this.
So like they'll probably like eat your eye and then work their way into your brain and mess you up.
Yeah, I really don't like this. My memorable lines were in the beginning. Mitch said, "A little birdie told me." I was like, "Huh, that's funny."
No.
And then the radio host was like, "This information is rather sketchy."
Oh yeah, we looked at each other.
Like, what wording is that?
Well,
This information is rather sketchy.
I was more so like, did they use sketchy back then?
Me too. I was like, is that like not newer slang?
That's what I thought too. I'm like, this is a new time slang. I thought maybe it's so ahead of its time.
Yeah. Wow. Alien from 1979, which also had Veronica Cartwright, had some very Hitchcockian moments.
Mm-hmm.
2 classic movies from the 1980s, which were directed by Tom Holland, the director, not the actor, had some very Hitchcockian feelings. Fright Night and Child's Play.
Yep.
Thank you for specifying director, not actor, because I always get confused now. Because now there's the actor Tom Holland, who's really famous, right? And I always get so confused. But yeah, town where the movie was filmed, Bodega Bay, was used in many other classic movies, such as the original The Fog. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it in so long.
Sorry, can we get rid of our dog under here? I can't sit properly.
Sure.
Dude, you gotta go. Okay, I'm sorry. Can you get out of here? Thank you,
He's
sweetie.
I know. I almost threw on the remake the other day, but I was like, no, Sam's probably gonna want to watch that one.
The Fog?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the Mist that I threw on that one night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still gotta watch that. Owls attack people's heads all the time. Your mom goes hiking and sees owls.
Mm-hmm. She was trying to see some snow owls.
Do we have owls here?
Babe, I think there are 100 billion birds on the planet, the lady said in the movie, and that was back then.
Oh my god. Hey, Jean.
oh goodness. Jean, hi.
Just talk about birds attacking people. I've seen a lot of geese attacks, and that's why I'm so freaked out. Like, I've seen someone at my old work get literally flapped into a garden, like pushed into the garden. I was on the bus once and saw a guy riding his bike, and a geese came and pushed him off his bike.
Yeah.
Like, fuck with those things.
Geese are terrifying. They have like 6-foot wingspans.
They've hissed at me before.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're dinosaurs. I think their wingspans are like.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big. They're like giant outdoor turkeys.
And I'm kind of scared of swans too, although I've never seen a swan attack. Do they attack like geese? Are they as ferocious? Because we have swans at my work.
I don't know. I'm sure provoked they would attack.
They're all like fenced in though, so I'm not too worried about them because their wings are clipped, I think. But yeah, don't fuck with big birds or small birds. Another thing that made the movie scary is the lack of score music. The sound effects are basically the score. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Geese are demons, and I won't be convinced of anything else. Yes. Geese are assholes.
They're a Canadian treasure.
Hey, Kayla. Yes, I agree. They're assholes. Do you have any lines disliked?
Nope.
I do. I did not like when Mitch was calling his mom dear and darling, because I got very confused in the beginning of this movie. I was like, is that his wife? Our dog just shit himself. That's really bad.
No.
But I was like, is that his wife? I was getting so confused. And I'm like, no, it's his mom. And he was calling him dear and darling. And I was just getting really confused. I just didn't like that.
I think that's an old-timey thing, though.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah, that's a product of its time.
I just didn't like it. Oh my God, dog. This is because we fed him Wendy's. We gave him my leftovers.
I can't smell them. Why are you throwing it in my face? What the fuck is this?
So gross.
I can't hear and I can't smell, so I'm okay.
One of the scariest scenes is the one when Jessica Tandy's character sees the guy's eyes have been pecked out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Favorite kill?
We'll get to that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan gets his eyes pulled out and it looks good.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting there to be a scene that was that gory in this movie.
I knew that scene was coming. I thought it was at the end of the movie, though.
Okay. Yeah, I had no idea what to expect from this movie. So I was surprised by that.
Yeah, we got to think about the rating board here too, right? Like that's why this movie didn't go as far as probably what it could have done.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for like Annie.
Steaks.
I was waiting for Annie to have like some gruesome reveal of her eyes pecked out and stuff and whatnot, but she gets a soft pass.
That's going into my least favorite kill is Annie because it's very off screen. There's no gore to it. There's a little bit of blood. Plus, I really loved Annie. She's one of my favorite characters. So
I would have liked there to have been a kid taken out.
Me too. I was impressed that they were attacking the kids, but yeah, I would have liked to, seen one actually.
Yeah, because like that's where they would go first, right? Like even if there was like a scene where like I don't know, they're sneaky too, right? They're scavengers, so like they'll sneak around. So like it'd be cool if like there was like a mother who left like a baby in like a carriage and like was like not paying attention, and then she comes back and there's a bird just like
my baby.
Yeah, just something, you know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Although this isn't like a splatterfest 80s movie, and that's kind of like where my mind went to.
Did you spot the Hitchcock cameo in this
Yes,
one?
I did, right in the fucking smash beginning.
I didn't.
I didn't even know you knew what he looked like.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's very quick. He's walking out of the bird shop when he's got two dogs.
Okay.
I think I called it out, didn't I?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't recall that.
Okay.
Gore factor and special effects. Oh, who was your least favorite kill?
Annie? I'll go with Annie.
Annie,
too.
okay.
Yeah.
I have not been changing the banners at the bottom for our categories.
Oh no, we're way behind.
Gore factor and special effects. There we go.
So the special effects on this movie are tough because it's a product of its time.
Mm-hmm.
Back then they didn't have green screen, they had blue screen. So, and that wasn't a good system either. Like it had been fairly mastered at that point, but not like good enough. This is what I'm getting from the documentary we watched after the movie. So they would like intersplice two scenes. So like shot two film reels and they'd like combine them into one.
Okay, I was wondering how they did that.
And I think that's why it looks so kind of surreal in a sense.
Okay.
The birds are also very neat. Like they had a couple robotic birds. They trained birds. They trained like something like 100 crows to like swoop down and like attack people essentially.
That could never work on this movie.
They weren't even allowed to release the birds afterwards because that's a trick they would just never not know. Yeah, so they
like were trained killers.
They weren't trained killers.
They're trained killers.
They were just
and then they're gonna teach their friends, and all the birds are now trained killers.
Crows are already like hostile birds. Like if you like fuck with the crow, remember from Opera?
Yeah.
You got all that information about crows on that.
Yeah. I like that movie.
I don't think birds necessarily are like out to hurt you.
Is Opera 70s or 60s?
70s, I think.
Yeah.
80s?
80s? I don't remember.
I think it's 80s.
I know, we just watched it last year too. There was an underrated horror movie in the late 90s, which very similar to The Birds, except it mostly focused on bats. It was called Bats.
I think I have bats. And I think I loved bats growing up as a kid.
Bitter Wolf loves bats. Lou Diamond Phillips. I thought you were gonna say Birdemic. Oh my god, there's a lot of bird flappy movies.
There's a trilogy of those. They're like the worst movies ever made.
Bat flew into my van when I was camping on Mount Hood a few months ago. Fuck.
Yeah, that'd be sketchy.
Yeah. Aren't a lot of them called a murder?
Crows? I think so.
I think that's right. I think I've heard that.
Yeah, like
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, crows are like bad omens, as
Yeah.
if ravens are like good omens. I think. I don't know. I don't get like what's the difference between a crow and a raven? Anything?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Did you-
Oh, I was gonna say, did you get bit and are you a vampire? Going back to the bat in the fan.
I was bitten by a spider. I didn't become Spider-Man.
Opera 1987. I was way off. I saw it in theater. Thank you, Jamie. I know we just did a freaking episode on it last year on our podcast
Yeah.
with Prince from Nightlight.
Did you know that crows can mimic people?
No, but I know you can like trade with them.
Oh yeah.
Like
Right.
Alicia wanted to start doing it, and I debated it because I was like, "Ooh, maybe they'll bring us money," and I was like, "No, then that means I need to like interact with them, and that's scary."
I think they're attracted to shiny things.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can train them to find you money.
Hmm.
So you give them something they want, and they'll bring you something you want.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I should get a crow.
No, we're not getting any bird in this house. Our dogs would go after it too.
No, they love each other.
Google to the rescue. Crows and ravens are both large black birds, but ravens are generally larger and heavier.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
Ever walked the Roth Trail at night? A million crows. No, I go to Roth Park all the time during the day, but never at night.
No, it's too sketchy down there for you to be going by yourself at night.
I would never go by myself. There's like homeless people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would like to do an evening walk with you, but you hate going for walks.
Yeah. I just won't even deny it.
Jamie has seen all the cool shit in theaters. Yes, she has. One of the most famous scenes is when they're all in a room in the dinner, and it goes into a witch hunt, and they point the finger at Melanie, and the woman says, "I think you're the cause of all this.
Yep.
I think you're evil."
Yeah. That's quite the scene.
Eli Rothpark?
No, just Roth Park.
No.
I don't think Eli Roth is Canadian.
Okay. You pretty much said everything I wanted to say for gore factor and special effects, so I don't have anything to add. Besides the fact, like I already said it, I was shocked with the guy with the eyes gouged out. Storyline and pacing.
You can go first.
I really liked it. I love that she goes all this way to deliver these birds. Like, I don't know. It just felt like such a fun, flirty movie to start. And then, like I said, I've completely forgot this was about the birds until the birds came. The kids at the school and them telling them to run home. I was like, this is ridiculous, as if they could outrun these birds. Like, you can't outrun birds. It's impossible.
Mhm.
So I just thought that was hilarious. That's just a little storyline thing, I guess. And the ending, I was shocked by the fact that they just all left. Like, that was their solution, was we're just going to leave.
It's very nihilistic. You don't know what happens.
Yeah, like, we're just going to leave our house. The birds have our house now.
It took me like a minute, and then I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. Like, we get no explanation. We know birds are now attacking larger cities, like the birds that started attacking San Francisco.
Yeah,
And these people are literally surrounded
rather
by
sketchy.
yeah, rather sketchy. Surrounded by millions of birds, and like they're just in that time slot where they aren't attacking. So I really like that.
Yeah, that's really all I got. I don't have too much else to talk about.
Mhm.
I thought maybe there was a couple slow moments for me personally, but like nothing crazy.
Yeah, I feel like this movie doesn't drag at all because I think there are two leads who are very entertaining, and they develop relate, like they got good chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And then as well as like there might be also a love triangle being thrown in the mix too, or at least there's teasing of one, and then you're getting introduced to the mother who's clearly having some issues going on with her, so you're dealing with those as well as like the children. So I like it, and also like it escalates. This movie escalates, and each escalation gets bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So like it starts with like her getting the swoop down the head, and then what happens after that? The bird at the door, then slams into the door, and then
at Annie's
birthday party. Right?
The door, yeah. The sorry, I was talking about the
and-
door at Annie's house, and then they're like, "It's a full moon. It's bright," or whatever.
Yeah, so the bird should be able to see where it's going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just so dramatic.
Yeah, but I think that's what helps this movie is because like it feels like this big drama or this almost this rom-com for like the first half of the movie, but there's inklings of something horrific happening throughout the movie that just keep getting larger and larger and larger.
Yeah.
So I think it's very well paced.
Okay.
For a 2-hour movie, for me personally, it didn't feel that slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get into favorite scenes. I wrote a lot of stuff down because I had a lot of funny moments.
Okay.
So you want to just go back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. Want me to start since mine's longer?
Sure.
I like that this was an exotic pet store in the beginning, that there were monkeys and toucans, because I've never seen monkeys and toucans in a pet store, and I want a pet store like that. Except not really, because I don't think they should be captured like that, but I thought it was cute.
You wouldn't even go near the toucans.
Not the toucans, but the monkeys.
Like that beak can get in your eyeball.
Yeah, I can. There's toucans at my parents' house, so like they'll see them like out in the trees when they're having their coffee and stuff. It's cool.
Oh, cool.
But they won't.
Yeah, I think that's all illegal now to do that.
Yeah.
Birds and stuff. Other than like parrots.
Mm-hmm.
My first one was the opening scene, watching you kind of squirm.
All the bird noises.
Yeah.
It was just so aggressive.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
I think it was
I know it was
supposed to create an unsettling atmosphere and then kind of throw you into this weird rom-com.
Yeah.
Kind of throw you off balance.
Yeah. My next one is when she's driving with the lovebirds to wherever she's going, Bodega Bay or whatever,
Yep.
and she's swerving and the birds are going back and forth together. They're swaying together in the car.
I think those were fake birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. You didn't even get to see the close-up of the lovebirds. They're so cute. Lovebirds are adorable. My Uncle Steve used to raise them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they would like raise and sell birds. It's kind of like cockatiels.
What?
Cockatiels.
What is that word?
It's a bird.
Oh,
What do you mean? What is the word? It's
I've never heard that.
It's the name of a bird.
Okay.
So like they're gray like backs. They got white chests, and then they got big rosy cheeks. Like big rosy cheeks. Like it looks like somebody went there and like got those like blush and just went.
Oh,
And then they got mohawks. Their hair stands up like.
they're stylish.
And then like they'll like when they're like cool they'll go down.
Huh.
And then when they feel like they're being like they're either playful or they like feel like they're being threatened, it'll go up.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, super cool looking birds.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
What's your next?
Oh, I went with like Mitch and Melanie at the bird store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was just like immediate chemistry, immediate like awesome banter between the two of them. It felt like these were two real people, just right place, right moment, right time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Rob says I used to have a cockatiel.
Yeah.
He was awesome. You guys owning your birds, man. Not me.
My uncle also used to have these weird little birds, and they couldn't fly, but they were like the size of like this, and they would just scurry across the ground. Yeah, a couple of them. I can't remember what they were called, but they were cute little birds too. I think my Aunt Rachel still breeds them
Interesting.
because they'll sell them in the pet stores and
I
stuff.
won't be going to her house.
No, we won't be. That house is fucking gross.
We're live on the internet.
Sorry.
What if your family watches?
I'm sure they would have commented already by now. Don't talk about grandma's house like that.
My mom has popped in here before.
I
don't think any of your family knows we have YouTube.
Yeah, don't even
Now y'all in the chat are gonna go send this to his family and be like, look what Brendan's saying about your house.
Everybody knows it's gross.
My next favorite scene is her trek with the birds to his house. She literally breaks into this guy's house to do this prank. Literally walks in uninvited into this house and puts them in there and walks out and gets in this boat and hides and watches him go back in and like come out, and like I'm just like, this is the most extensive prank I've ever seen in my life. Jamie says just edit it out later. Yeah, on a live. I guess you can still edit afterwards, I think. Because if you get a copyright something and then you get the chance to edit it out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know actually. I've never edited a live. We've always just left them.
Yeah. I'm sure my grandmother's not gonna watch it.
Yeah, we're not that worried about it. We're
She
not
can
serious.
barely run a cell phone as it is. That's a great scene because it's so weird, like just for like us. Like it's so funny because you grew up in a place where you always locked your doors, right?
Oh yeah, we had an alarm system and everything.
I grew up in a place where you never locked your doors.
Yeah.
Now I would. But like when I was living there, you never locked your doors because it's just like a small town. Everybody knows each other. So you never had a fear of anybody like outside of your social ring come walking to your house.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were very paranoid.
No, not us.
Yeah. Was that mine or yours?
That was yours. I put the birds coming down the chimney. Holy fuck, would that be terrifying?
That is what I thought was going to happen when we were on that shroom trip and I heard the birds in the chimney.
Yeah.
And I was about to blurt that out when we were watching and I was like, no, I'm going to save it for the live. But that is what was going through my head when we were shrooming and I heard the birds. I was like, there's going to be all these birds coming through. And then it happened in the movie. I was like, oh, fuck no. Yeah, that's the other scene that kind of like skeeved me out a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're so helpless. Like there's so many.
Yeah.
Like all you can do is kind of just duck down and hide until they stop.
Yeah, or have a heart attack and die.
Yeah.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
People who don't lock their doors freak me out.
I was one of those people.
Yeah, I literally, if you never go out at night, but if you're in a merge, this has happened so many times. If you're at a merge, that's the only time you're ever not home when I'm home alone. Like I'm so paranoid about the doors not being locked. Like I have to double check them, make sure they're locked. I have to make sure, like, I don't know. I'm just so sketched out by myself in the house.
Yeah, I lock the doors. Really?
Yeah, but I just have to make sure.
No, okay.
Oh, it's scary. Oh, are those little mushrooms? Yeah. What was my next one? Oh my gosh, Melanie walking in the sand in high heels. I was so uncomfortable watching that.
Oh yeah, you made a comment.
Yeah, I did. Like they were fully dressed and walking in the sand, and he had like dress shoes on, and she had high heels, and you could see how awkward it was. And I was like, "Oh, girl, take those off."
It's a staple of the scene. You had to keep it in there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Plus, the lady looks nice in heels, so they probably wanted to leave them on.
Yeah. I also put down the gas station explosion and chaos ensues.
I can't get over that.
I think it's still well done. Like it's still a well done like tension building scene.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it blows up, the birds just fucking like attack. I was thinking, I'm like, there's no way these birds just like cause like some kind of terrorist attack, and now they're like gonna dive bomb everybody too at the same time. And I'm like, oh yeah, they know that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good scene. I also put coming through the chimney, but I also have the birds attacking all the kids at the birthday party. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be a little more like better.
Oh, okay.
I still thought it was good. I just thought like I don't know. I'm like such an 80s guy, so like excessive violence is kind of like where I lean towards in this movie.
It was one of the first scenes, I guess, right? First attacks, so
Yeah, like there wasn't that build up. That was like the start of a build up.
yeah. I love the phone booth stuff and gas station explosion. It's so
yes.
good. I wrote that too. Melanie stuck in the telephone booth. So dramatic. She's like freaking out in this phone booth. I'm like, girl, you're in the phone booth. You're fine. And she's flinching and like,
What do you mean? The birds start breaking the glass.
Afterwards, she was making these reactions before there was even any birds at the glass, and I was laughing so hard inside.
You'd be doing the exact same.
Probably would, but
100%.
oh my god, so many dramatic scenes with Melanie. I just think it's so comical.
You're just lucky there weren't any like big birds in this movie. Like they're all small ones.
Yeah.
Considering like you could have some bald eagles fucking hopping in here and like really big birds. How about some ostriches?
Yeah. What else you got?
I have the end.
Of them leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a cool shot. I love that.
Yeah.
And what a cool sequence too. I love him like walking outside trying not to disturb the birds.
Mm-hmm.
in like every like moment. This is like one of the most tense parts of the whole movie. It's like if one of them decides to say something really loud and freak these birds out, they're all fucked.
Yeah.
I love it. I was on the edge of my seat this whole time.
Yeah. That's your last one, obviously, right?
Yeah.
At the end. Okay. I'll run through mine quick. The kids running home from the school. I don't know. I just thought it was funny because I'm like, how are you going to outrun these birds, I guess? Melanie stuck in the telephone booth. So dramatic. Melanie smacks a lady across the face.
You were allowed to do that in this time.
I just thought it was so funny. I'm like, she just bitch slapped her.
Yeah.
But that girl was yelling in her face. I'm like, that is well deserved.
Shock too, right? Like this
Yeah.
woman's in shock.
Yeah. And the other part that I thought was really funny was when Melanie was very dramatic in the house, and the birds are outside. There's no birds in the house yet, and she's just like flailing around. She literally crushes a lampshade. Like her head crushes a lampshade because she's just flailing around. And then the grandma, or the mother, I guess, and Kathy are like holding each other, and then they walk to a different corner and hold each other, and walk to a different corner and hold each other. I just thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's kind of hard to keep characters interesting when like they're stuck in a single spot. Right?
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. I'm like, yeah, let's just move in little spots. Keep the scene going. We'll see you later, Jamie. If I'm up, I will definitely tune in. Like I said, if not, I'll be there tomorrow to watch the replay for sure. Have fun.
Yeah, have fun, Jamie. Say good things about Army of Darkness.
Yeah, that's all I had. I just thought her crushing the lampshade was fucking hilarious because I'm like, that was so unnecessary.
Okay.
Least favorite scenes?
I have one.
Okay.
And it's not a least favorite scene. I just wish that this was built up differently. Because being the master of suspense, I found that this scene was not as suspenseful as what it could have been.
Okay.
So it's Melanie at the school, and like this is the good part about this scene. Which is
Jamie loves Army of Darkness. Sorry.
Yes. It's my favorite. Hail to the king. You get the scene of her smoking outside, and then a bird flies over on the playground, and then we cut back to her, and then we cut back, and there's 3 birds, and then keep on.
And then there's a playground full of them.
Yeah, so keep repeating, and then we go inside the school, and they're like, "We're gonna have to get the children like out of here. Don't let them out on the playground." And like, it literally cuts to them essentially on the road, and they're like, "Run!" And I'm like, where's like the door slowly creaking open, cut to the bird kind of like twitching, cut back to them sneaking down the stairs, cut back to the birds. You know, there's just there could have been a better way to set up the suspense of that.
Okay.
And that's my personal opinion. I would have rather that scene been more suspenseful, and then have like the kid like trip and fall and make a bunch of noise, and then we get the birds start to flap, and then you get the run.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Okay.
Being the master of suspense, that's what I was expecting from that scene.
Okay. Do we have anything else to say on the killers?
No, I just love that you don't get any explanation. They were just simply, it's happening.
It's just happening.
I hate to say that because like there's also that movie, The Happening, with Mark Wahlberg, and that's also just
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's a comedy.
Okay, but it's not supposed to be.
No.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, but it's like where plants are killing people.
Oh.
And there's no explanation. It just happens.
Kind of like The Ruins.
No, way more lame.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like The Ruins.
Through chemicals in the air, they're killing people.
Okay.
And they're driving people to suicide.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting, but it never quite gets to that level. Mark Wahlberg gets to that level of comedy.
I might watch that.
Oh, okay, I'd watch it. I think it's actually a lot of fun.
Okay.
There's a whole scene about hot dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot dogs. Scary rating out of 10. I keep forgetting about these banners. I don't think they're gonna happen anymore.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty.
I'm just gonna keep the first one there.
I thought it was pretty ambitious.
What? No. What? No. What?
About The Happening?
Don't watch The Happening? Or what are you knowing about Bo? The suspense.
Are you upset about me calling out Alfred? Is that what's happening?
What's happening? Scary rating out of 10, rewatchability, and would you recommend?
I'll probably give it like a 4. If you're scared of birds, this is probably gonna do it for you. I'm giving it a 4 because I think there are a lot of great tension building scenes. I think their rewatchability is pretty high. Like I want to go back and see if there's any like I can catch like references to other movies because they showed some like Jaws and stuff like that to like other.
Reading the comments. I have to stop reading them while you're talking.
like people like do shot for shot like homages to like in Jaws and stuff like that. So like I want to kind of watch it for that sake.
Okay.
Recommend? Oh yes, I do recommend. I'm upset it took me this long to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Because I think it's fantastic. I think I've seen like bits of it because of like the Universal, the monster movie collections way back in the day, VHS. They would have shots of some Alfred Hitchcock movies in there as well, which was like the seagull hitting the phone booth. And I don't know where I saw the shot of the guy with his eyes eaten out, but I saw it there too. But I've just never gotten around to watch it, and I'm so happy I did. And this made me want to watch more Hitchcockian films.
Okay. For me, scary rating, I'm gonna go with a 4 for the bird noises alone. And the rewatchability, it's not very high for me, but just keep in mind I'm not into older movies. Like it's just not really something I would rewatch. But I'm glad I did watch it. I would definitely recommend it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get into Killis's inside joke. Beryl says the birds are vicious and chaotic and unpredictable, but their expressions are blank, which makes them even scarier to me. That's a good, yeah. Gizmo says we have birds in Norway.
What?
No way! Birds?
Norway.
Get out of here. We're just going to lose all our subscribers for that joke. Yeah, YouTube broke Bo to the point of him just yelling out no at random. Oh, no, it's the Wahlberg horrible acting quote from The Happening. Sorry.
Oh, I remember it too. What? No.
I have to see this.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
When will you have my OnlyFan friend on your channel, Mr. Antonio, the horror supreme of eternity and alley? Oh, that your OnlyFan friend. They are coming on
the end of the month, right?
Yeah, not this weekend, but next, I think. And we're doing Donnie Darko.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing that live on February 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. They're coming on, Anthony and Allie.
I gotta remember.
I've never seen Donnie Darko. This will be a first time for me.
I gotta remember what version I even have.
To tell them which cut we're watching?
Yeah.
I think they told us what cut to watch.
Oh.
I think Anthony already told us.
Oh, okay.
He's taking control of this,
Perfect.
Which is good because I hate picking.
Yeah, that's the first.
We like a man that knows what he wants. I'm glad you found some enjoyment in it, Sam. Yeah, I am glad that you actually forced us to watch this because I don't know when I would have put it on, to be honest.
This would have been it when we get to our new segments. This would have been one of the movies I forced you to watch.
Yeah,
for sure.
We are doing. We're starting that segment very soon, maybe next week.
Yep.
Where we force each other to watch movies that we would never watch. So, yeah, I've already got my first movie picked. Oh, you have to watch Donnie Darko. I'm sorry.
It's a very hit and miss movie, I think, with a bunch of people.
Yeah, I have no idea what it even is. So we'll see.
I told you all the actors in it.
Yeah, I'm impressed by the cast, but that sometimes doesn't mean a lot.
The girl in it too, you'd recognize. I just don't know what her name is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a particular cut of Shredder I'm supposed to watch?
I think there's only one cut of Shredder.
I was gonna say, is there
awful.
Another? Yeah, we're doing a live on Shredder on Tuesday with Rob, so that's your announcement there. Yeah, I don't think there is a multiple cuts of that.
Yeah, I own it on 2 different medias, and I think they're both the same.
Yeah. Final movie rating as a whole. Where's our thing that's gonna cover our faces?
Yeah,
What
I
would you
already
rate
have
this
seen a blow my
movie?
nose.
What would you rate this movie?
I'm blowing my nose.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm gonna give this a low 100, so like
Okay.
a 4.5.
Okay. I was gonna give it a solid thumbs up.
Okay.
Yeah. Solid thumbs up. Birds 2 is fun because it is so bad. I am the only one on this earth who find it amusing.
I didn't even know there was a sequel to this movie.
No, me neither.
I don't think this movie deserves a sequel. Not like it's
I know what
bad,
you mean.
but
There shouldn't be.
yeah.
Yeah, cut the whole movie, Rob. No.
Yes.
See, Bitter Wolf's excited. Oh my god, you're doing Shredder. Yeah, we are.
No.
I like Birds 2, Gizmo. Okay.
Okay. I bet you it's probably made in the 80s.
Should I do fun facts on this movie? Should I pull some up?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's an old movie, so people
I
that
don't
like
even-
this movie might know it already.
I don't think there was that many on IMDb when you were rolling through it, was there?
Yeah, there's some.
I know, but just not like a whole lot.
We'll see. When audiences left the UK premiere at Odeon Leicester Square, London, they were greeted by the sound of screeching and flapping birds from loudspeakers hidden in trees to scare them further. I think I'd go home.
Cool. That's definitely like a Hitchcock thing to do.
Alfred Hitchcock revealed on the Dick Cavett Show 1968 that 3,200 birds were trained for the movie. He said the ravens were the cleverest and the seagulls were the most vicious.
Mhm.
Vicious. No thanks. I know I should be happy that she gave it a solid thumbs up, but for this movie, that still feels low.
Yeah,
Work with me, Rob, here.
I agree. I'm curious to see what other people have it rated on like Letterboxd.
My reasoning is the rewatchability, just because I'm not like, yeah. In Birds 2, the birds have a magical dark plan.
Ooh.
Sounds spooky. Several endings were being considered. One that was considered would have shown the Golden Gate Bridge completely covered by birds.
That would have been cool.
Rod Taylor claims that the seagulls were fed a mixture of wheat and whiskey. It was the only way to get them to stand around so much. Just get them drunk.
Yeah. I'm sure fucking, was it PETA?
Oh, PETA?
Yeah, PETA would have loved that.
Yeah. The classic scene in which Tippi Hedren watches birds attacking the townsfolk was filmed in the studio from a phone booth. When Melanie opens the phone booth door, a bird trainer had trained gulls that were taught to fly at it. Surviving photos of the shooting of the scenes were published in the book Hitchcock at Work by Bill Cron.
Okay.
Tippi Hedren's age was listed as 28 in press releases when the film came out, an unsurprising fabrication considering 33 was especially old for a Hollywood starlet making her acting debut. 1935 would be her commonly reported birth year for the next 4 decades until Hedren herself put a stop to it by coming out with her real age.
Mm-hmm.
Scandalous.
Mm-hmm. In the movie and in real life.
Yeah. I think we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
It's hard to, yeah. Tippi Hedren was caught in the face by a bird in one of the shots. I think Jamie mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's the birds. Thanks, Bitter Wolf,
Yeah, thank you.
for making us watch that. So next on our list to watch will be Rent-A-Pal.
Yep.
We'll watch that this week, hopefully. Tomorrow we're going live at noon Eastern to talk about what scares us in horror and how it's evolved over time. Tuesday going live with Rob for Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next Friday we're doing Donnie Darko too, right?
Is that, I don't think that's a Friday. I think that's a Sunday
Oh, is it?
or Saturday. I don't know. I think it's a Sunday.
Okay.
We're also going to go on the movie canon next Saturday, I think.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm getting confused with
Yeah.
on the calendars.
Yeah. But yeah, join us tomorrow if you want at noon.
Yeah, just be a fun little horror hangout.
Yeah. But thanks to everyone that tuned in the chat. You
Yeah,
got anything else you want to add, or
love you guys.
love you guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
and stay spooky.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys. Happy Friday.
Yep.
Bye.